University of Maryland, and typically we go out there, we're talking about people who have done amazing things, and we are today, but with a little help.
Oh yeah, speaking of help, let's say four-legged friends who help our vets out. Kev is covering America's Vet Dogs, and Kev, we've seen some pretty adorable pups so far today.
Yeah, good morning to you, Jeanette and Steve. Yeah, it's been a very special morning here out at University of Maryland. I do want to shout out real fast to my grandfather, Irving Weiner. I know my mom is watching right now. It was her father. He passed away earlier this year at age 96. He would have celebrated his 75th wedding anniversary yesterday with my grandmother, who is still living, Blanche Weiner. But I wanted to just celebrate his service because he was a World War II veteran, fought with the U.S. Navy, and was an incredible, incredible man, and I miss and love him so much. So, and thank him for everything he bestowed upon me in terms of the way I live my life. So, love you, Grandpa. But let's get to another veteran right now. This is we're here this morning talking all about America's Vet Dogs. This is a really, really phenomenal service about dogs that are placed with veterans to help support. I'm here. We're talking with Jay Streit. You are a U.S. Navy veteran, but you're a Chief Petty Officer. Tell us about Warren and kind of how that connection happened.
Yeah, so Warren's my three and a half year old black lab. I've had him for almost coming up on 2 years now. He helps me with foot drops. I have braces on both my legs, and he helps me with so I don't fall backwards, or if I'm on the ground, he can help me get up from the ground. So.
In terms of actually him helping you, this is something I wanted just to know in general. Emotionally, the connection you two have, was it immediate? Did it take a little time? How did that happen?
Yeah, so I remember the day that he came into the room, and he's a very happy dog, tail always wagging, just a very loving time. So. Now
talk about America's Vet Dogs is the service that connected you to Warren. You actually said you applied 3 years ago. Tell us about how did you find out what America's Vet Dog was, and what was the process?
So I found him on the internet, looked him up, and I put in an application a little bit over 3 years ago now. Very thorough process. The puppy raisers were meanwhile raising him, and they matched up with Warren and I, and so
he changed you and you changed him, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, which is amazing. All right, we got about 30 seconds left. I do want to mention that we've been out here all morning talking about America's Vet Dogs. Two of our earlier interviews were about trainers. So basically the trainers train the dogs for about a year and a half or so, and then they are eventually brought over to the veteran and connected, and it's a really special experience. In our last 30 seconds, tell us a little bit about your service as Chief Petty Officer in the U.S. Navy.
Okay, so I was in the Navy as a retired Chief Petty Officer. For 13 years, I was a frogman, jumping out of helicopters, doing search and rescue, and then I transferred over as a P3 flight engineer for the rest of the 3 years I was in the Navy.
That's incredible. I want to say thank you very much for your service. It's a pleasure to meet you, an honor to meet you, honor to meet Warren as well. We're going to be out here all morning long talking about this incredible service. We're here at University of Maryland, where students actually help train some of the dogs as well that end up with veterans. So we'll get into that side of the story coming up later in the show today. Back to you guys in the studio.
What a great program.
Yeah, I love the involvement from all sides, too. Kev, thank you.